I always knew I wanted to be an attorney. I just like helping people.
Are you okay? Do you need any help? Thanks, Christopher.
I've been in Vegas helping the little guy since I was a little guy. Are we any good at helping you win? No, we're great. Call us now for help with your injury case.
I think most people just don't know what nonprofits, what people are doing in the community to help people. So I want to bring that to light and share that information, with the community. The average person just really needs help. I'm just trying to basically, help people and go above and beyond.
David Kohlmeyer.
David Kohlmeyer. David Kohlmeyer.
David Kohlmeyer.
David Kohlmeyer.
David Kohlmeyer.
Videos where you have an officer basically around the neck area.
These two retired Vegas cops now podcast hosts.
They don't have ID, they can't get into a hotel room. To get them the help they need, especially if someone even gets arrested. A lot of people don't know how the justice system works.
You guys have going on is necessary, it's needed.
This is David Kohlmeyer, the problem solver. How are you today? Today is Thursday, approximately 4:30. We are live here in Las Vegas at Sticky Pot Studios. Thank you so much for joining us. Every single week, the goal is to solve some problems, have some fun, talk about different issues that are taking place. As usual, my great co-hosts that are here today, I have Danny Miner to my right.
Dave, they wanted us to be more like Howard Stern, that's what they're going to get today. That's what they're going to get today. The public asked for it. That's what they're going to get. Let's go. What do you think, Beja?
So Beja Rivera to my left, beautiful co-host. Say hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited. Let's talk about it.
And today we have a special guest. I have Janti Chun here today. Thank you, Janti, for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Can I just say John T is just beautiful.
Thank you,
You just have this aura about you. You bring some energy in the room and I love it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. You're gorgeous as well.
It was very expensive to fly Janti from Paris to come here today to Las Vegas.
Well, listen, since the girl said that, Dave, am I losing it? Dave, you look really good today, too. How do I look?
You look really good. I like your shirt. You're looking good.
All right. We all look good now.
Everyone's looking good today.
Sexy, yes. Sexy room.
Mm-hmm. It's a very sexy room. So, with that being said, just to recap, Janti is not a follower of the problem solver. We're going to change it today. We're going to make her, she's going to be binge watching all the other 60 episodes that we have
60.
over the last, I guess it's been about 16 months. But for the last 3-4 months, we also have TV, which we'll do later, Channel 14, Cox Cable, Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Would you really want to binge watch, though? What is it specifically? Can you tell everybody what you do?
She's actually a certified. Well, let me tell her.
Okay,
it's kind of a secret, but last week you mentioned something to me which I didn't know a certain word.
I mentioned.
You mentioned a word to me,
What
and I
is
was
it?
like, I had to look it up, and then I was like,
it?
let's bring her on. You mentioned something, the word fluffer, and I never knew what that word meant. So Janti is a certified Las Vegas fluffer.
Yes. No, it's
Because
true.
she mentioned something fluffer, I have no clue what this word means,
Yeah.
and she said something about fluffer, and I was like kind of confused about the situation.
So that's why you were seeking me out.
Yes.
Okay.
She's certified. She's very well known in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
John T, are you a fluffer?
I am. Yes. I've done quite a bit of fluffing, over the years.
I definitely want to know more about
What?
it.
Sure.
What is that
Wait.
fluffing the pillows at the
Beja,
hotel?
tell us,
I don't know
Beja-
what that is.
Beja brought up the word. I was clueless. I had to look
right.
on Wikipedia.
Okay.
What does the word mean?
Listen, I am not one, so I'll let her take over.
It was your word though, no? The question really comes down to how does a fluffer actually solve problems? You know, that's really
Oh,
'cause
Well, it is
they
solving a
play
problem.
major. They play major roles. I mean, for
Totally.
thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers that.
We solve a lot of problems. You know, we're the one that starts it, but you know, we end it as well.
I
Actually.
have so many questions.
Okay, sure.
just like Dr. Graybo that was on here that wanted to do with his hand, she was going to help out today to be live.
Oh my gosh! Now
oh.
we can just like put that all together.
Okay.
Where am I at?
Shantice, tell us more.
I'm excited. Okay, well, what would you like to know, actually?
Jody,
What
before-
is a fluffer?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, it's over. It's over. I'm getting embarrassed.
I'm joking.
I'm getting embarrassed.
She's not a fluffer. John T is not a fluffer.
I was about to go right into it.
She's not
I
a
was
fluffer.
afraid you were. I was gonna like hide underneath the table. I was scared.
So the truth is, Janti's first of all, Janti's a beautiful woman and lady.
Yes.
And she has, she's what I would call actually a local celebrity. She's also on TV. She was on. Why don't you jump in? You tell us.
She
a
also has some red bottoms on for the viewers. I don't know.
Go for it.
We can't go that low. Can we get shoe cam? Do we have shoe
What
cam?
matches?
That's a good idea.
you
Shoe
know.
cam. I like that.
Okay.
No shoe cam. She just put it up.
And she's flexible.
So Janti, tell us about you. That's a good one because I know you, but
I
everybody
hate
does
talking
not.
about myself. You
I
know
like
that,
it. I
right?
love it.
Yeah, I'm not very good about speaking of who I am.
Same.
Yeah, when people ask, like, "Hey, who are you? Tell us who you are." I'm
Well,
like,
tell us the few things that you've been on. You've been on some TV.
Well, yes. So I was on a reality show called Marrying Millions, Lifetime. Now it's streaming on Hulu. So have you seen it, Deja?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I really don't do like the Bad Girls Club. I don't do like the reality TV shows. I'm more. But I'm glad to hear that.
Well, yeah. No, I only started watching reality when I got casted for the show.
Okay.
That was it. Just so I know what's going
I'm
on.
pretty sure that's what I'm going to start
Good.
watching
Cool.
from now on.
Yeah.
So you've been on some shows.
Yes.
On a side part, I mean, besides from her beauty, her intelligence is she's a successful realtor.
Yeah, go
For how many
ahead.
years?
Oh, wow. I've been an investor for 25 years, but an agent in Las Vegas for about 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
she's doing a lot. And then what was the last one that was one at the Sahara, which you were on the reality show?
Oh, you mean Magic Mike?
Magic Mike,
Well,
yeah.
I wasn't a main person. I was just someone that was there.
Well, you were still on the
getting
show.
dances.
I saw
yes.
the dance part. We actually,
Yeah.
that'd be fun. We should look that up so we could showcase that.
Okay.
Maybe we have time.
Sure.
It's Magic Mike, and it was the.
The
Making of Magic, right?
I'm sorry, Becoming Magic Mike. That's what it's called.
I saw that basically
Yeah.
the guy was giving you a dancer.
Yes.
One thing you don't know is that Danny
Here we
actually
go.
was
A
on
dancer?
Magic Mike. He didn't make it through the whole way, but he basically went through the training. I'm messing up.
I was doing really good until they told me to take my shirt off. Once I took my shirt off, they're like, "Yeah, you gotta go." So
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
it was
man.
sad. I really thought I was gonna get the part.
Well, why don't you give us a sample here?
I say I only
It's all
do
in
that.
the hips, Danny. It's all in the
Like
hips.
I was telling them, because they get on me because I wear a shirt when I go swimming, at the pool parties, and they get on me. But I tell them, listen, women look at me and there's this fantasy, right? But if I take the shirt off, the fantasy, it's ruined. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I
Why?
keep it on.
So
Because no man over 50 should take a shirt off.
That is not true.
Are you being modest?
No, I'm just,
Are you sure?
I'm very
he's skinnier and better.
insecure.
He's skinnier and better looking than me.
Heaven forbid you or someone you love has found themselves within the legal system being accused of a serious crime.
Yes, Ryan Helmick. Ryan, thanks for dropping off a book. Sean and I have had the chance to go through it, and this really is a very practical roadmap for anyone.
The goal of writing the book is to help answer the questions that you've heard time and again from families or from defendants that are saying, what the heck do I do here?
Simply just go to Amazon, or if somebody is in the area and they want to stop by my office.
Ryan, thank you so much for sharing them. It was fun to see you with all your mentors inside here as well.
LasVegasTrafficCameras.com. 1725 cameras. Access to the largest network of traffic cameras. Accident? Injured? Get the video footage you need to get justice. 725 cameras. LasVegasTrafficCameras.com.
On a serious note, so we talk about problem solving. I wanted to actually talk this week about, kind of dating in Vegas in general, whether, we've all, I've been here 20 years. How long are you here?
6.
6? How many years?
20.
20 and 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.5 going on
4.5
5.
years.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted to talk about the dating in general in Vegas. And then also, it's been about 11 years for me that I've been on this, I'm like retired from the dating scene, according to my wife.
You are.
So what happens is, it's interesting. Times have changed in regards to dating and meeting people. I actually did meet my wife on eHarmony. A lot of people don't know that. I was on like Matched App back in the day. J-Date happened to be Jewish as well, and then eHarmony. So I met her on eHarmony, and we're married 11 years and basically have 3 kids. So, but it's been a while, and I know the swiping thing, with people swiping with this, what is it, Bumblebee and Tinder, like all this is, whatever the stuff that's out there. I have not done that, but I kind of jealous because with technology, times have changed. I can see myself swiping, going on at nighttime, swipe, this girl, that guy, So anyway,
guy?
I wanted to talk about dating in general like that, and then talk about Vegas in general, because a lot of people say that Vegas doesn't have good people to date. And then myself, actually, I started going out to LA because I thought maybe I would find some better people in Los Angeles, but then it's hard to find someone that, like, if you really want to be serious and you want to move them out here from LA to Vegas, that's kind of tough too, I was kind of rare. My wife, at the end, she lived in Vegas.
Yeah.
She went to school here, so it was a little bit easier, but even though it wasn't easy, but it's rare.
Well, I think with love or relationship, it for me, it doesn't matter how far someone lives. I think if you have a connection, you can have maybe a long distance relationship for, little short time, whatever, several months, 3, 6, even a year. Before I moved to Vegas, I lived in New York City. So I met my ex-fiance 20 years ago, and we had a long distance relationship for about a year, and then I moved out here. So I don't think that matters, But the dating scene is tough. But it's not tough just in Las Vegas. And I hear that a lot from people. And they're like, oh, you live in Vegas. It must be really, really hard. I'm like, well, it is, but I don't think it's harder than any other place in the world because I have friends all over the world, all over, and they've had the same issues that I've had with dating. So
I've noticed recently there's a lot more women that will tell me, hey, they're looking for a guy, and that they're, they'll say, hey, Dave, somebody, even at the pool party, there was a few women that say, hey, if you know a guy, and I feel like I don't have that many guys that tell me that, but there's more women out there that are looking. I don't know why. But once in a while, every quarter, I'll say quarter, like I'm doing it like professionally. I play matchmaker on Facebook. Like, hey, is there anyone that wants to be matched up? And I try to play that matchmaker. I think I've done that for you in the past.
Yes, Dave's
I don't think it'll work. I just thinking about it now. You were one of them, but I don't think it ever worked. I wasn't successful. I don't know.
Well, you tried. Thank you very much for trying.
I do try.
You introduced me to like 2, 3 people. But just randomly in your parties.
Yeah,
not anything.
I'm always trying to
serious.
connect you. If you can't partake in it, at least you could help others.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
You're so sweet.
Basil, what are your thoughts in regards to dating in Vegas in general? Like, what are your any sidebar, any thoughts?
Honestly, just because it's Sin City and, Nevada has brothels and stuff like that, honestly, I feel men, and especially like this generation, they're just so used to being taken care of, maybe? I don't know.
Taken care of sexually or taken care of financially?
Maybe both. I don't know.
Yes.
All I know is that, when I first got here, I don't go out to the clubs every weekend. That's not my thing. I love to go to concerts. I don't go unless I'm going to be backstage with artists. I don't go unless I'm going to have a table. Like, you're not going to see me walking around.
Right.
Walking around the club.
Right. In our 20s, yes, right?
2021.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do I look older?
You seem very mature. Yes, I thought you were a little
I have
bit
an
older.
11-year-old. So
okay, awesome.
I was forced to grow up fast. I've been working since I was 13. But anyway, aside from that, it's funny just because some of the concerts that I've gone to, most of them have been when I first moved here, they were at Dre's. And it's crazy. A lot of guys, they'll walk up to you. Of course, they're wearing every name brand kind of, shoes and even their pants up to their belt, to their shirts. Like, you can wear like a nice pair of shoes with like a Walmart shirt, right? Like, it still looks good.
Right.
But, okay, and then, they ask me what I do, and I tell them, and, they're surprised, and then I ask them what they do, and they say, oh, entrepreneur. And then all of a sudden it's like, how can I upgrade your life? And I'm like, I know exactly what you are. Like, get out of my face. I don't have time for this.
Oh.
So I don't know. Maybe just in this.
The Vegas characters, you mean?
Yeah, I feel like maybe that is where people would find
I never
it
said like people
difficult.
say so. Guys will say entrepreneur. That's what they'll say.
That's what they'll say.
I never heard that.
That's when they don't have a job or anything.
That's when they
Yes.
Oh,
They say they're collecting unemployment.
Right.
They're collecting unemployment.
Yes.
Like I'm entrepreneur. I get checks every week. From the city of-
and they're like literally looking for their next
meal. So they're hustling, right?
Hustling,
I mean, haven't,
Hustling and bustling.
Yeah, haven't we all hustled? I mean, I
never said entrepreneur. It's
have
funny.
have you pimped a dude before?
I'm going to be very honest. I have. Yes.
I thought you were not going to bring that up about me. Are you telling people this stuff is not right?
I didn't even mention you yet, but thank you for sharing.
Can you tell us about that?
He's like, it's a tax
I don't think
write-off.
I've ever had someone say that.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so
Like for money or for?
Oh, well, okay.
Statute of limitations probably over, so you're okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I don't worry about that. I'm pretty open book. Anyway,
Danny's putting away his detective bag.
No, I used to own a hosting company. After my ex-fiance and I broke up, I had to go off on my own, and I was an entrepreneur, so I hustled. And one of the things that I did were, hosting in Las Vegas is a big thing. Clubs, strip clubs.
Oh, okay.
It's like the
Limos.
I know what you
promoter.
did. Yeah, okay. I got it.
Promoting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
promoting. But I had my own company and, had my own clientele. But, the clientele that comes from elsewhere, you have big parties and big groups of guys. Those are the ones that actually spend money. I had groups of girls too. So they come and, I set them up with hotel and limo and club entry, blah, blah, blah. And, a lot of times those groups ask for a lot of other things.
Right.
And so I wanted to keep the money in-house. So you adopt, certain things in that business.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I did pimp some people. I'm not ashamed of it.
Can we pimp out Danny?
We can.
We're gonna eventually pimp Danny out.
There's a market.
We have to get approval.
I have a market out there.
There's a market out there.
For an old 50-year-old guy?
Listen,
there's still a market?
Absolutely,
Quick
honey.
question. Let's take a look at Danny real quickly.
Oh, my God.
I'm being real honest here. I want to be honest with it. The other day he had a filter and he had these eyes, and I think what color were the eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel.
And I listen. I'm not gay, and I could kind of say, I said, look, he was good looking with the gray. What contacts you do would be better? Gray. Actually, asked my wife. She said hazel. What would be good for Danny? Because we may have a future
Aren't they
TV
hazel?
show.
No, I have
What are-
brown eyes, right?
They look.
I don't
They
know.
look,
Maybe
they
you're supposed
look green.
They look kind of
Lighter.
hazel-ish now.
Yeah.
My dad had green eyes.
What color do we think that we should get? Because if we go
Any of them.
big to TV for DV, Danny would try to take him to
I
another
feel like you
level.
need
I'm
to
pimping him
stay
out.
as you are and just embrace the gray because I don't know about
No.
you, but a lot of women actually find that more attractive. These
No, you're
days.
talking about hair?
Yeah, like
You're talking about hair?
yes.
I'm talking about eyes.
Eyes.
Eye color.
eyes and
hair.
just because I've been on the podcast with you for a while now, and he's always talking about his hair and his grays and stuff, and
Yeah.
and this and that.
You talking
and
about
his
grays?
age.
You were a little insecure about the way you look or getting older?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah,
I think we all
okay.
get like that, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
you're
I
right.
get a little bit insecure.
Okay, so let's just say we had to go with contacts. What
Right.
color would it be?
Well,
I wanted to play a little bit because I thought maybe the gray.
If he goes with hazel or something lighter, but here's a good thing. I think if you do that, then maybe you can become like a different person, because now you're not really you, right?
Right.
So change your eye color, change whatever you need to if you want a different persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to make you feel more
I definitely
of a-
wanted to change him that too. I really didn't like his attitude recently. So no, I'm joking.
Do you think he should go on a first date wearing contacts or just as himself?
I don't know. Are you single,
No.
Danny? Oh, you married?
No, I'm divorced, but
Oh.
I have a girlfriend of 13 years.
Oh, God. Okay. So what are you trying to pimp him out for? You're
Well,
going to
just
get him in
ca-
trouble.
Just in case. I mean, I got to make it marketable, for the future.
Your Honor, I want you to get the full picture of what happened.
The real world is sometimes complicated and messy, and so can be criminal justice system. My name is Ryan Helmick. I'm a criminal defense lawyer here in Las Vegas.
Injured? Call 602-HURT. Car accident? Call 602-HURT. Pacific West Injury Law, a firm that focuses on you. Our firm is dedicated to you and your recovery. No fee until we win. Millions recovered. Here when you need us.
LasVegasTrafficCameras.com. 1725 cameras. Access to the largest network of traffic cameras. Accident? Injured? Get the video footage you need to get justice. 725 cameras. LasVegasTrafficCameras.com.
Super fan Jason Daniels, he says we should start a matchmaking app. To be the problem solver matchmaking app.
Oh, that's a good
interesting.
idea.
What? And then it says, what does Danny say he does for work when asked? I guess the question is, what did you say when you were a cop? Because most cops don't want to say that you're a cop. What would you say?
Oh, when I was
day?
dating?
Yeah.
I definitely said I was a cop because.
Really?
Oh my God, girls fell for you just because you were a cop.
But you would tell people right away?
Could I be honest with you? I'm going to
Yes.
be honest with you. I think I told Beja this before, or you. There's girls out there that just like cops.
Yes.
It's a fact. God, I hate saying this, but I'm going to say it.
Say
Right?
it.
Okay.
It's a uniform. It's not
We
even
called them, like if a girl came around the police department, guys would say, is she a holster sniffer? That means she
never heard
likes
of it.
cops. So anytime a girl would come there, like, oh, she's a holster sniffer. And then you knew that she only dated cops. She was only after cops. She was only.
That must be in Pennsylvania. Then.
And being a cop, once you say that, I mean, sure, there's people who hate cops.
Yeah.
But they're intrigued by them too. So just saying you were a cop got you dates. Just saying it got you dates. So did I use that? Of course I
But you know,
did.
it's funny, a lot of people don't like cops as well. But I honestly, like on social media, back in the day on the profiles, actually never. Well, you probably never did that, but like on eHarm in your match, you have to say what you were. You wouldn't want to put your police officer, on that in general. So I was doing mortgages at the time, and I wrote that I was a loan officer, which is kind of funny, like loan officer, police officer. So I was a loan officer. I was licensed at the time when I was a cop, so I would tell people I did mortgages. And then with my wife, even I had some different pictures. I think I showed you. They were like kind of modeling pictures back in the day. And one was like kind of a cop with the badge, whatever like that. And I said, these are some modeling pictures, but it did showcase like the vest and the badge, But long story short, I would tell people I was a mortgage agent, a loan officer. Eventually, when me and my wife were talking, at the time dating, going back and forth, eventually say, by the way, even though I do mortgages, I'm actually a police officer. She didn't believe me. And then I sent some pictures, But I didn't want to come off right away because you never know who you're talking to. And, people can make internal affairs and complaints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever did you ever have profiles? Like dating? Did you ever do that stuff or no?
I didn't need to be on dating apps.
Because you were that good looking.
I don't really have a problem meeting people and engaging with people. It just kind of.
What about on the gay apps that you're on?
Oh yeah, Grinder.
Is
I
that-
saw you.
Did you?
Or the hookup ones, like strictly
Well,
hookup.
I didn't have a problem meeting people,
Yeah.
but it was a way, like if you don't go to bars and stuff like that, like it was a way of meeting like better people. You saw their profile, you see if they match you, what
Just
you
kind
know,
of like
different things.
weeding
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other stuff out.
I mean,
yeah.
you got to be in it to win it. So like
Yeah.
it did help. I mean, my wife, we had a lot of things that are in common, stuff like
Yeah.
that in general. I mean, no one's gonna be perfect, but we have
And look
a lot
at
of
you,
things in common.
3 children, beautiful.
That's awesome.
You are a beautiful woman. You're very intelligent in general.
Yes.
You've dated different people in general. You probably could have been married 30 times.
Well,
I could be married a few times myself, and I'm not even that good looking. So you could be married 30 times probably in general. What's your thoughts in regards to? I mean, do you think people, because you're very intelligent as well, you're successful, is that a turnoff with people? Like, are men really wanting this, like, hey, I'll save you type of? Actually, I was just talking to someone on the phone that had a problem. Like the man, has got all this money and they're trying to save you, and I can buy you stuff. I mean, what's your
Yes.
thoughts?
I think so. I've had that. I feel like I've had this issue now that I'm more successful. When I was younger, in my 20s, it was easier to be in a relationship. Men came by and, I didn't have much and I wasn't as wise. So now I'm wiser and I'm successful and, so it's been tough. I've been single for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been 10 years.
But like I said, you've been on all these different dates and,
I mean, really single. I mean, I had Brian on the show.
Got it.
But
But I'm saying, what happened with Brian? If you don't want to talk about something, you could just say rather pass. But what happened with Brian? Like, what was your thoughts?
So Brian.
Brian was from the show.
Marrying Millions. The courtship was only maybe about 6 months. So it was great for TV, but we started finding out more about who we were as we were filming. And there was just a lot of things that were off, with Brian.
Relationships in general are not easy. Like, I'm married 11 years. They always say there's 3 things that people fight about. Do you know what the 3 are? Let's ask Danny.
What
Go
is
with
it?
Danny first.
What is
Wait, how
say-
about this? We'll go around the room. We'll
Okay.
say what it is. We'll see if we all have 3.
Okay.
I'm going to go with money.
Well, what's 3? What's the top 3? Let's see what it doesn't have to be in order, but.
I would say money, spending time. God, I don't know. I would say the
Asia,
top 2.
you're up next. What are the 3 top things that people fight about when they're married?
I feel financial is one. Trust, communication.
Communication, yes.
Janti, what are the 3?
Exactly what you guys just said.
Actually, they always say sex. What is it? They say sex,
sex.
money, and kids.
But why
Also
would
kids.
I just don't?
Right, about how to raise the kids or slap the
Interesting.
kids. Don't, sex, money, and kids.
Oh no,
Okay.
So
those
that-
are the conversations you're supposed to have before you even get together. And then if you're not even sexually compatible, why force that?
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
my
you.
co-host. Again, amazing problem solvers. I feel like we said problem solvers unite. we're like Transformers. But anyway, we will. So just to recap, Tuesday 6 p.m. Channel 14, Your View. If you want to basically go on to Channel 14 Cox Cable, there's 300,000 people that are out there. Otherwise, here Thursday at 4:30, we go live on Facebook, YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't know. They're on 20 different things. Our great-looking engineer over here, Chase, uploads to like 500 different platforms. I have no clue.
Thank you,
I don't know if it's I don't even know if
Chase.
anyone's listening out there. Hopefully I'm going to heaven for anything I said today in general.
Thank you, Chase, for everything you do.
All of the day's work, Deja.
Our attorney, Ryan Helmick. Why is it so important to have an attorney in your corner?
The state of Nevada is represented by the prosecutor, who is an attorney. And so an individual that is charged with a crime should likewise be represented to level the playing field. And as well, you want to have somebody who has experience in dealing with these types of cases, knows what type of evidence that needs to be put forth, what type of story needs to be told to the jury in order for them to see all the facts and the circumstances surrounding the case.